Welcome to the NCAA Softball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. It is a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in the Pacific Northwest. Another sellout at the Jane Sanders Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. One win away from their first trip to the Women's College World Series in 7 years, while Liberty needs a win today to set up a decisive Game 3 tomorrow. Yeah, that's the addendum to the story. You got to give a lot of credit to Don Richardson and her staff for being the first team to pull that out in a big situation, and that hits Kylie Shar. So guess what? Here's Kai at first base to start the game.
The tempo, the rhythm, a lot of base stealers will watch the front foot of a pitcher, where the ball is at the top of the circle. They have some sort of cue.
And a strikeout of Stephanie Maake. There she goes. Throw to second. Great throw. But the speed of Kylie Shar, and she swipes her 59th base of the season.
Just so fast. Lightning in a bottle. Before the ball's even released, she's half the way down the baseline.
All right, guess who's come out of the dugout? Don Richardson. The ball leaves the hand of Yoder. Wow, I tell you what, that's really close.
Yeah, to me, it really has nothing to do with the lifting of the foot today.
From this crowd, and I'll let you listen to what that is.
After further review, the runner left on time.
Back in the lineup for the Ducks. She was hit by a line drive in the Stanford game on Sunday. It is the DP today. Maake pops out to the second baseman, Savannah Woodard. That is fact. You show up just a little bit late, you miss a lot. Close play again. Jesse. Well, Dot's already used one challenge. They're going to use two here in the first few minutes of the game. And here comes Dot again.
As she gets low in the dirt in front of the base. Perfect positioning from Crane.
Now, is that indisputable evidence to overturn the call of safe on the field? Like you just said, Crane, unlike many infielders, did. Wow.
This is with her movement through the zone.
Well, it's hitting the air to right field, hit pretty well. Shaw going back, still going, and that's off the scoreboard, home run. Savannah Woodard, her 11th of the season. And Liberty has their first lead in this Eugene Super Regional.
Such a smooth swing with all that power. No wasted motion, keeps her hands back. This pitch, this is just power on power. It's a power pitch up in the zone. Grind provides a lot of that velocity going out. Woodard times it up well. That was a no-doubter. She's no secret. She has been a power hitter from day one in this Liberty lineup. Top 7 in the country in home runs.
It's that right up the middle. Diving attempt by the second baseman Jones into center field. And Rachel Root is her second hit of the Super League. Just kept moving it away further and further, and that time McManus couldn't make contact at a strikeout.
Throwing all of her pitches now through the zone.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Grind.
She can still use the slap and can swing away. So difficult to defend with her speed.
Well, after Woodard, you're going to have to throw to first to complete the strikeout. They do so. Woodard, the home run. Roop, a single, but then Oregon's second inning. Driven. Deep right center. Tie game. She's got a gold glove. She's got a bat. What a great all-around player. And the senior makes a statement to tie it for the Ducks.
And what's impressive about this at-bat, after pulling 3 foul balls, Yoder says, all right, I'm going to go to the outer half of the plate. And Sinicki one-ups her, lets the ball get deep, and fires one out to right center field. What a complete at-bat, quality at-bat for Sinicki. So much emotion in this game.
That's a 4-pitch walk.
A little bit of a black eye, but not much, and she's very fortunate.
Got under it, a high fly towards right center field. Madry moves over to make the catch. But the crowd just happy to have Riley McCoy back. Popped up on the infield, and Savannah Woodard. A bright blue Pacific Northwest sky just onto the outfield grass. Hughes called her the state softball player of the year a couple years ago. Guides that to left towards the line. It drops in. Paige Dorr cutting it off. Jones just kind of guided that.
Arm side, so everything falls a little bit to the outer half of the plate.
That's ball 4. The second walk of the inning. And that loads the bases, and it flipped. Stoll's second base was called out on review at third. Chops it, grabbed, throw it first, safe. Well, Byron made a great stab over her head, short-hopped it to first. McManus dug it out. But with the speed of Kylu Shar, she beats it out. It brings in the run, Patman from third base, and it's 2-1 Oregon.
Kylu Shar so good at using the ground, just beats this ball hard as she can into the ground, gets the...
Her first at bat came against Yoder. Sends us down the left field side, fading into foul ground. Diving catch. She got it. What a play. Paige Dorr, who is from Eugene. It's in the 6, 7, and 8 part of the order for the Flames here in the home half of the second, occupied by Liberty in this game. Pulled over on it to first. Okay. Bring unassisted. Strike 3, says Chris Drum. High fly to left field. Will it stay in the yard? The answer is yes, barely. Kylu Shar nearly with her back against the fence. Stephanie popped out her first time up. Paige Bachman came on in relief in the last inning, and she records her first strikeout there. Bachman, who's pitching.
Gets Miyake.
Sinicki, little check swing flare out in the right, and near the line, caught by Rachel Root. 2 down here in the third. Well, second walk for Patman. First walk issued by Paige Bachman in this relief appearance. 2 out. First time up. I think it's safe to say, at least from our perspective, she was a surprise starter today. Bounces it towards third and into left field. And has a base hit.
And again, one of the top freshmen in the country.
Towards third, there's a force out there. And Crane steps on to retire the side. So a couple of 2-out base runners. Ducks strand both. They've left 5. Will go to the bottom of the third. Hits for the Ducks. 1 run, 2 hits for Liberty. Right off the end of the bat. Grind acting like she wants it, and she takes it. Hey, pitchers can play defense. A hurdle a lot of players have to cross in just about every sport. Off speed. Bounce to Sinicki is the human vacuum cleaner over there. Little sidestep to her right.
Out. Well, she certainly can. Pitcher's nightmare.
Right to Sinicki. Nine in a row set down by Lindsey Grind. But now here they are, one win away from what would be their first Women's College World Series under Lombardi. Little flare off the bat of Jones, and now it skips away. And a turn, but holding at second base. Kaylin Jones had a base hit her first time up. To the alley in right center. That ball is going to drop. A short hop to the fence. Jones in, a slide at second base for Flannery. She swaps spots with Jones and increases the Ducks' lead 3-1.
The bottom of the order, so important in postseason play. Back-to-back doubles from the 8-9 batter as Flannery can't get the bunt down and says, you know what, I'm going to look for that pitch up in the zone. Outer half of the plate, drives it to the wall. Jones makes sure it was a little caution.
Back towards the circle. And will advance the runner. Bachman never gave a look at third, but wanted to take the sure out and got loose Shar. And Flannery advances over to third base.
Well, she just forces you to make quick decisions. If anything elevated.
Slow ground ball, look back to third, throw back to third, safe. Byram took a chance as Flannery was coming down the line, so no play on the hitter, and Kedri Lushar winds up at first, and runners are at the corners.
Knowledgeable fans. Been a lot of fun.
That it has. Throw's going to go to third as Flannery wasn't going to bite at all on that. Stephanie Maake, a little bloop. Well, Crane was having to fight through the runner at third and the third base. Maake waiting on a 2-2 pitch from Paige Bachman. Chopped to third, and it goes right to Crane. She goes to first. Now the inning is over, and Oregon settles for one on 3 hits, a couple of hits in the inning, and strand a base runner. When we come back, we're going to visit with the...
Well, if anybody's going to find something like that, it's Dot Richardson. She's been a leader her entire life and always looking for that edge.
McManus back to the circle. Grindfield's her position for the first out of the bottom of the fourth. Here, Grind is set down 10 in a row. And will it be 11? Yes. Hit all grounds out to Flannery. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth.
And you got to give Grind a lot of credit. You know, immediately when we asked Melissa Lombardi who the leaders were of this team, I mean, the first name out of her mouth was Kylie Shar.
Grind just kept working away, and got her to lunge and strike out.
Stunned, actually stunned.
Yes.
Mayhem.
Sinicki, hot shot off the glove of Crane, and it trickles behind her. Sinicki's on. She had a home run earlier. That should be her second hit of the game. Has reached twice, both times with a walk, and also has scored a run. She squares, runner goes, throw down. Not in time, and Sinicki, believe it or not, is kind of...
in scoring.
Well, it seems like they don't want to pitch to Patman. She's walked for a third time already in this game.
Coach Lombardi liked it, she liked it, and the rest is history.
Ooh, that is strike 3.
It gets a little more narrow.
High drive, deep left, and a blast that may send the Ducks to Oklahoma City. Emma Cox, 8th of the year.
This Oregon team can score in bunches. We talked about their speed. Well, how about this power? Good adjustment from Cox, knowing Escobar likes to throw in the upper part of the zone. She gets her barrel on plane high, stays strong with her hands. This was an absolute monster blast. Watch where this hits off the pole. It almost went over that pole.
Bouncy ball, base hit right field. Third hit for Jones. In some ways, they've kind of flown under the radar. Pickoff attempt late, and the strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Well, they're the only team in the pass the bat type of inning for Oregon.
There goes the runner. Tag in time. So Jessie throws out her ninth would-be base stealer, we believe. Making sure are they going to challenge this or not? They are going to challenge. Was there a tag?
Well, immediately on the slide from Jones, when she came up,
All right, so the call is upheld. I guess for Oregon is set down 12 in a row after the first two hitters of the game reached. Slow roller. Sinicki has to hurry and gets it there in time. Showed off the arm a little bit there.
Well, at the bat, is it hit hard? Is it hit slow? Does it have spin on it? And Sinicki's so good at that.
Ball whacked to left. Right there, Kylie Shar and Rachel Crane jumping on the first pitch. Flies out to medium deep left field.
Brian, something we have not seen in the postseason.
Little loop out to second base. Kaylin Jones makes the catch. 15 in a row retired by Oregon right-hander Lindsey Grimes.
Liberty defense playing 2 steps inside the baseline.
Time's ticking. Nice play. Byram able to come in and get that second hop. Throw out the speedy Kai Lushar.
Thrown up this season for Kedri Lushar.
Went up after it. It's a high fly to left. Or battling that sun and makes the catch in foul territory. She has fought through that when her team needs her. That's shallow center field. Madry comes in and calls off Woodard to make the catch. And Escobar sets the side down. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call.
Seen the rise ball. It's her best pitch. We've seen the curveball, screwball.
Back-to-back Ks. That's now 7. Check swing. Did she? Yes. Grimes strikes out the side and is set down.
By the most spirited version I have heard of Shout.
Sinicki, the cleanup hitter, lays down the bunt. Good play. Rachel Crane nips her by an eyelash.
Well, so, South Carolina had a chance to
Yes.
punch their ticket earlier. These teams just do not quit.
4 walks for Des Patman.
Just so pleased to see her healthy and back on the field.
Patman had to stop at her tracks to avoid that line drive. And McCoy has her second hit, so her first game back, even though she only technically missed 1 game.
Keep her in the game out in right field, so she's got to stay out there and run the bases.
Well, Cox walks, and that's going to load the bases. So after Escobar got the leadoff batter.
Bottom part of the lineup has been so productive.
Just fights it off into left field and brings in another insurance run for the Ducks. Her 4th hit of the game, 5th in the 2 games of the Super Regional round. And it's now a 7-1 game.
And Jones is just doing what she does best, taking what the pitch gives her. It's up in the zone, doesn't even take a full swing, but she's able to keep her barrel level, her hands strong, and that results in a line drive through the 5-6 gap. You've seen this all day from Jones, just so consistent with her barrel control.
Some pretty high-flying offensive teams through the years. Allen able to come back. Going to swing and a miss and strike out Flannery for the second out.
Speed. Sometimes the best out might be to home or might be to second. You know, wherever the ball takes you, you have a force out at every base. It does not have to go to first.
Knocked down. Byram had a thought about third, but too late then.
Bouchard just makes things happen with her barrel control. And Speed never takes a day off. So beats it into the ground. And even if she fields this ball cleanly, Mark, I don't think she has a play because
7-run lead, bases loaded, 2 out still, and that's a bouncy ball up the middle, and it'll score at least 2 more, maybe. Throw come to the plate, tag, safe.
Oregon Ducks are playing pass the bat. This one's on the upper part of the zone, keeps her barrel nice and high, finds a gap up the middle. What a game for Kaylin Jones. 4 for 4, slides hard. I've yet to see her take a play off, ever. Offensively, defensively, she is full go.
Deep right field, out of reach of Root. That'll clear the bases.
Just aggressive, playing hard, packs a punch in that 5-2 frame. This one almost a grand slam. She'll take it off the wall for a triple. I mean, how about this Oregon?
In school history, making it to a super regional for the first time ever. And knocking out the 1-seed Texas A&M last weekend. They're going to come to the plate. Most likely the final time, down 12 after a set. Strike 3, says plate umpire Chris Drum.
You're doing it on the road at Texas A&M.
Bouncy ball to first, a race to the bag. The tag, no, didn't get there. According to John Baca, our first base umpire, reaching for Hinault. 50-15 after a 23-3 conference season. One Conference USA regular season easily. Slow roller, flip out at second. Willard. For the 7th time in school history, and the first time under head coach Missy Lombardi, the Oregon Ducks are headed to the Women's College World Series. Well, a nail-biter in extra innings yesterday, Carol, but they blow it open late, win it easily, and Oregon dominates to head to the Women's College World Series.
It was a full team performance, dominant performance in the circle from Lindsey Grind, the defense to back her up, and the offense, explosive offense, lit up the scoreboard. What a decisive victory for Oregon. Head coach Melissa Lombardi as they head to Oklahoma City.
8th complete game of the season for Lindsey Grind, her 29th win of the season. She is 29-2 on the year, heading to the Women's College World Series. So Oregon has punched their ticket. The 16 national seed is in. They will face in their first game in Oklahoma City the winner of Game 3 tomorrow between UCLA and South Carolina.